Moving to a Florida beach town might sound like paradise, but New Smyrna Beach is not your average city. Between its charm, quirks, and unexpected trade-offs, New Smyrna Beach has a very specific lifestyle that works really great for some people and not at all for others. In today's video, we are going to be talking about just that, all the things you need to be thinking about and considering before actually making the decision to move to New Smyrna Beach. So we're going to talk about the location perks, beachside lifestyle, cost of living, traffic headaches, what the job market's like, and even the people that end up moving here and hating it and moving somewhere else. So who New Smyrna Beach is not for. We're gonna go over all of these things to hopefully help you make an educated decision. If you have not been to the channel before, welcome. This is the original Living in New Smyrna Beach YouTube channel. My name's Chris and my business partner Tim and I are both native to the area. We help people move across town and all over the United States into our beautiful area. So whether you're looking for Volusia, Orange, or Seminole County, we're here to help out, buy, selling, or investing, or just a question. So let's get to it and talk about the first thing about New Smyrna Beach, which to me stands out the most is the location and accessibility. All right, so to get this out of the way, first thing first, New Smyrna Beach is not a big city. So if you are a city slicker or looking for the big city life, New Smyrna Beach is not going to be for you. We are about 20 minutes south of Daytona Beach, an hour and a half-ish to Orlando, depending on traffic. So if you're looking for major chains to get some shopping and things like that done, so you can think Targets, Total Wines, Kohl's, the outlet malls, you will be finding yourself going to Daytona Beach, which again is about 20 minutes up the road. Not a big deal. Now, if you're looking for major amenities and higher end, more upscale things, you are going to be finding yourself going to Orlando. Again, about an hour to hour and a half east of here. There's some other towns on the way before you get to Orlando proper, like Winter Park and Lake Mary, that are going to be on the more high-end side of things if you're looking for like upscale boutique shops and things like that, or a little higher end restaurants too. So you could stop there and not make the big trek all the way out to Orlando. But I would just definitely plan on doing that if you are looking for those bigger amenities, which is doable on a every now and again basis. But in my opinion, it's not something that I would personally be wanting to do on a day-to-day basis, is making that trip to Orlando and back. With that being said, we do have a good mix of Orlando weekend warriors that live in Orlando full-time. They come to New Smyrna Beach in their condo or whatever single family home they have as the weekend. They'll usually do longer weekends, Friday to Sunday or that sort of thing. And then what we're starting to see as well is we're starting to see a bigger mix of people actually living in New Smyrna Beach proper and making that daily trip to Orlando for their work or whatever it is they have to do. Again, not my first choice to do, but it is possible to do it, just depending on how comfortable you are with driving back and forth on that day-to-day. So New Smyrna Beach, though, when you do get into town, you're going to have two bridges that are going to give you access over to the beach side. You'll have your South Causeway Bridge, referred to as the big bridge here. You can see it right behind me here. And then you've got your North Causeway Drawbridge, which will lead you right into the beachside downtown area on the world-famous Flagler Avenue. It's where you're going to find all your beachside shops and dining, direct access to the beach there as well. The big drawback with taking that bridge, though, is that it is a drawbridge, so you will find yourself jammed up there with some island traffic. The drawbridge goes up about every half an hour, unless there's a commercial vessel, and then it will go up before then. So if you're on a rush in a summer day, definitely take the South Causeway. It'll get you over a little bit faster. It's a pretty unique mix, I would say, with having the Atlantic Ocean to the east of us, then just a little bit west of that, in between the barrier islands, you're gonna find yourself with the Indian River Intracoastal Waterway, and just a little bit south of us in the Edgewater Oak Hill area is gonna be the Mosquito Lagoon, which is famous for its world-class red fishing. It's a great estuary, a lot of fun things going on there. So really kind of diverse mix. New Smyrna is gonna really kind of be set apart because of this, and it's gonna have a totally, completely different vibe from a city like Miami or Fort Myers. So if you are looking for a easy, slower paced coastal living lifestyle with access to bigger city amenities, knowing you're gonna have to drive a little bit, then I think New Smyrna Beach does strike a pretty good balance with that. Let's talk about the buzzword of the last couple years that I hear everybody talk about when they're mentioning real estate right now. And that buzzword is lifestyle. So let's talk about the vibe, the lifestyle of what New Smyrna Beach is, what we have to offer, what you can expect. So overall, New Smyrna Beach is definitely your island time, coastal living, small town vibe going on for sure. If you're coming from a fast-paced life and you're expecting things to get done now with a great sense of urgency, New Smyrna is not going to be it for you. But remember, that's why you're moving here in the first place, is to slow down in life, enjoy life a little bit more, smell the roses, all the good things. So no strong sense of urgency in New Smyrna. The great thing about New Smyrna, though, is there is no strong sense of urgency. So generally speaking, everybody's pretty happy all the time, pretty good mood. There's no clickiness here, really. I mean, maybe a little here and there, but overall, nothing compared to if you were moving to somewhere like Miami or Naples, where everybody's concerned about the status of who you're hanging out with, who you met last week, what kind of car you're driving, what does your purse look like, all that stuff. None of that really exists in New Smyrna. So if you're just looking to come to a easygoing town with fun people for the most part, New Smyrna is definitely going to check that box for you. A lot of outdoor activities. We've got golf, pickleball, huge boating town, obviously, with the river being right behind us and the ocean. If you're not a fisherman, fisherwoman, that's okay. I'd say just as many, if not more, boaters just get out on the water and enjoy the boat, doing the restaurant and bar hopping, going through the different islands and things like that as well. So a lot of great fun activities to be doing and having in New Smyrna. A lot of great restaurants to choose from. If you're in your 20s and you're trying to have a vibrant, like, pumping club scene, nightlife, New Smyrna is not for you. If you're in your 50s and you're looking for that and you're trying to relive your 20s, go find another beach town to move to. New Smyrna does not have a crazy nightlife scene. Flagler Avenue really is our one and only main strip. There are bars on there. They do stay open till 2 a.m., but it's not going to be something when you compare it to Orlando, Jacksonville, New York City, that sort of thing. One little beach avenue of strips of couple different bars to hang out with. Great people watching, probably better than the airport, especially if you go hang out at Breakers. You can see the ocean view and see the people view as well. So demographic, I'd like to talk about. I think that's pretty important when we're talking about lifestyle. Right now, we're seeing really 50 to 70-year-olds seem to be the major demographic in New Smyrna. Obviously, there's younger people here still, but we're not seeing as many young people move here. We are seeing more than we have been in the last few years. I think that's a lot due to the ability to work remotely. Again, if you are younger, I'd say like 40s and below, and you're really looking to have peers your same age, New Smyrna Beach is kind of getting there with that, but we're not there yet. So we're not a super young city. But again, overall, everybody's has really great attitudes, I would say. And even the 70-year-olds are acting like they're 40. So it's 2025. Everybody's doing what they want to do. So cool spot though. And just in general with that, I think for me, the biggest thing is not having the pretentiousness, and everybody's just pretty easy to get along with. So again, looking for the laid back lifestyle, looking not to have a great sense of urgency with things being done. If you are looking for a little bit of a nightlife, some downtown areas, New Smyrna Beach can definitely be a good spot for you. I've already mentioned Flagler Avenue. That would be like the main going out strip. It does get crazy busy, especially during the summertime and holidays. Traffic sucks, parking's even worse. Be prepared. On the other side, on the mainland side, you've got Canal Street, which is going to be the historic downtown. You are going to find some really great restaurants down there as well. I definitely recommend checking out a few of those, like River Park Terrace or City Market Bistro. But really, every restaurant on Canal Street is a good recommendation. A little bit slower pace on Canal Street. You're going to have some bars, but definitely really no nightlife to speak of. Canal Street also is going to have car shows that they feature once a month. So you have your old classic cars, and they do sip and stroll art, like little art strolls as well. And that's going to be just a block or two off of your once weekly, every Saturday morning local farmers market. So cool little spot to check that out as well. All right, so let's get to to the neighborhood section of where you should be choosing to live if you are thinking about coming to New Smyrna Beach to move. So on the beachside area, we've got three main sections. We've got North Beach, we've got Central Beachside, and then we've got South Beach. So North Beach is going to be the most popular destination for people moving to New Smyrna Beach, beachside proper. This is going to be north of Flagler Avenue. You're going to find that prices are going to be higher here, and the congestion is going to be a little bit higher as well, just because it kind of bottlenecks in that area. If you're selecting Central Beachside, prices are going to be maybe a little bit less, but pretty comparable still overall. And the big benefit to being on Central Beachside is that it's a little less congested just because you have different ways to move about. Whereas on North Beach, you are, like I said, kind of bottlenecked from Flagler north up. Whereas Central Beachside, you have a little bit more flexibility of being able to take both the South Causeway Bridge and the North Causeway Drawbridge as well. And you've got some different avenues to be able to navigate the island a little bit better. Lastly, South Beach, not Miami South Beach of what you're thinking. This little part of New Smyrna Beach is going to be referred to as Bthune. It is technically in the county, but it's still considered part of New Smyrna Beach. And that's going to be the furthest, most southern point of New Smyrna Beach. Life definitely slows down a lot here. Past 27th Avenue on the beach side, you'll find it's going to be a no-drive beach, all the way down to the Canaveral National Seashore. So if you are looking for a great deal of serenity, peace and quiet, no drive beach, Bthune is definitely going to be for you. You'll also find a little bit more bang for your buck on Bthune as well, as home prices seem to be selling a little bit less down in that area right now. So I will say there is a lot of construction going on in Bthune Beach or South Beach, New Smyrna. So there is a lot of upgrades happening. So I could definitely see the pendulum swinging the other way here in the next couple of years, with a lot of new upgraded homes and new construction homes going up as well. These new construction homes that are going up, these are all custom built homes. There is no HOA neighborhoods in the Bthune Beach area. Notable mention about Bthune, it is going to be different sand from the Central and North Beach of New Smyrna. This is going to be more of a granular hard packed sand, and Bthune does not have as nice of a beach entry, in my opinion. Kind of has one of those trenches that goes in pretty abruptly, but still a great spot to be, just a different flavor depending on what you're looking for. Now, say you want to live in New Smyrna, but you don't want to be near the beaches at all, completely okay. We have tons of selections on the mainland side that's going to be west of the Intercoastal Waterway, west of the bridges. We do have farmland out here, so if you want to live the goat, cow, chicken, horse life, we have that for you as well. That's going to be about 20 to 25 minutes from the beaches to give you a general perspective of where we're looking at. Homes in those areas are going to vary greatly. You're going to have homes in the 400,000s all the way up to the million plus. If you are finding a really well manicured property that may be able to house horses and things like that. So overall, New Smyrna is pretty diverse. It's really big geographically. It could take you about 30 to 45 minutes to get from one point to the other, especially depending on traffic. So don't think that you are being put into one box if you're choosing to live in New Smyrna. Lots of great different options to choose from. We've got HOA communities, we've got non-HOA communities, a lot of historic homes, a lot of just fun, quirky art style homes. So lots of different choices to choose from. It just really depends on the style of life you're wanting to live. So if you're wanting to live a true Florida coastal lifestyle and live in kind of like the golf cart lifestyle is what we call it, you're going to be looking more towards North and Central Beach. There's some little areas right over the bridges, which is a historic downtown in between US 1 and the river. These are going to be areas too where you could hop in a golf cart right around, get to the restaurants and dining and the art shows and all that sort of stuff as well. Outside of those areas, you're going to find yourself wanting to be more in a car and not experiencing the coastal lifestyle as much. But again, everything's a pretty short drive to get really anywhere in New Smyrna. Since we're talking about the neighborhoods in New Smyrna Beach, let's talk about what the cost is to actually purchase a home here in the area. So we are one of the most affordable beach towns to move to, and if you're comparing these to things like Key West, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, we are looking like a steal of a deal. So to move into a brand new construction block home is going to cost you about $400,000. Obviously, the sky is the limit. If you are looking to have a riverfront estate or direct ocean front, you could be spending $3, $4, $5+ million, but that's to be, you know, kind of expected with those sorts of situations. So New Smyrna is all over the board because we have such a diverse collection of homes and neighborhoods. We have the HOA communities, again, 400,000s all the way up to the millions, depending where you're moving. If you're not looking for a cookie cutter, if you want to be in the historic downtown area, quirky, fun, charmy sort of house, you could probably be expecting to pay anywhere between $600,000 to $900,000. Again, wouldn't be surprised if you're touching the $1 million, depending on the square footage you're in. But if you're just looking for something small and just to make the move here, I think you could definitely get something in that like 500,000 price range. Now on Beachside, you're going to be spending anywhere between $600,000 to $900,000, no problem. So on Beachside, expect to be spending at least $600,000 or more. Anything less than that, you're going to have to be doing a total renovation, which is probably going to cost somewhere between $100,000 to $200,000, and that's because the home hasn't been updated since probably it was built or since at least the 70s, 80s. That's going to be things like new roofs, new floors, new kitchens, the whole deal, and that stuff adds up very quickly. So just make sure you are setting the right expectation for yourself on if you see something that's a bargain, just how much is it really going to cost you. Talking about bargains though, right now you can definitely get deals on condos. The condo market is moving at a turtle's pace and it's extremely slow. A lot of condos on the market, for a long time. I think people are just kind of transitioning out of them. I think a lot of condos in our area have been held generationally for 1 to 2 generations, and that last generation coming up is just kind of tired of it. They're bored with it. They don't want to deal with it. They found other places to vacation to. So we're seeing a lot of that kind of, we want to pass the torch, but nobody's wanting to take hold of the torch and keep it within the family. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of inventory up. Also, a big thing to be aware of on the condos is another reason why I think we're seeing a spike in inventory is because all the condos are supposed to have their major milestone and Sears reports in. If you're unsure what those are, reach out to us in the comments. We'll be happy to talk you through what those are. But basically, they are the safety reports, making sure the condo is safe, structurally, that they've had an engineer to come out and take a look at it, and that they've got reserves in their bank to be able to pay for any special assessments that may be coming up. So don't just get excited when you see a good deal for a condo. Make sure that you are using a local professional to make sure they walk you through the entire process of buying the condo and making sure that you are going to be protected on the back end and not be whacked over the head with this huge special assessment that you weren't aware of. With that being said, condos can be a great deal. Just make sure you know what you're doing. Lots of different choices to choose from in New Smyrna. Overall cost of living, I think we're a little bit below the national average just on what your spend would be on going to the grocery stores and things like that. Seem like we are kind of creeping up to be right where the national average is. So wherever you're moving from, you really shouldn't feel any huge price swings as far as what just like your overall costs, like food costs, fuel costs, that sort of thing. I will say on the opposite side of that though, if you are moving from places like especially up in the Northeast as a first responder, you're a nurse, firefighter, police officer, these types of jobs, you're working in the city, when you come down here to Florida, to Volusia County, you are going to be in for a big surprise because you're not going to get paid nearly close to what you have been getting paid from where you're coming from. If you're coming, again, specifically Northeast regions, I can't really speak for Midwest or West Coast, but I just know everybody that we talk to that's transitioning down, they're just shocked that they're not getting anywhere close to what they were being paid, especially for the years of service that they already have. It's just not being compensated the same. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you make some phone calls before you get down here to see what it's really going to be like. That may not be the case for you. I'm just generally speaking, but overall, that is what we're hearing. And cost of living though, not bad compared to other major cities. Let's be honest and talk about the real reason and the most important reason why people are born here, live here, stay here, and move here to Florida and the New Smyrna Beach area, and that is the weather. There's no other reason. It's absolutely beautiful, fantastically wonderful weather all year long, except for really 2.5 months, and those months are gonna be August to the early part of October, and these months are pretty terrible, I won't lie to you. Humidity is through the charts. There's not a breath of air going on at all. And that's why a lot of locals leave the area for a few weeks. So when they take their vacation, they go find cooler, safer haven elsewhere throughout the world. And then they come back and they deal with it. But the hot, humid weather is not to be trifled with. And we just want to be transparent with you. It gets pretty bad for about 2 months. So just be prepared for that. This also happens to coincide with our peak hurricane season, which is, again, those months of August through like the first week of October or so. That's when we're seeing the most hurricane activity, and the biggest concern for hurricanes is during that time. So if you are planning to stay here, just make sure you're prepared, get your supplies and your evacuation route, watch the forecast, and for the love of God, whatever you do, don't wait around until 48 hours to decide to make a move that you're gonna go somewhere else and you're gonna go inland somewhere. It's not gonna work. You're gonna get stuck in traffic. You're not gonna have fuel. You and your partners are gonna hate each other. You may end up getting a divorce because then when you get to where you're going, there's no hotel rooms available, there's no Airbnbs, and it's just gonna be a terrible experience. So if you're planning to evacuate, make sure you do so early and just be prepared. Don't wait till the last minute. If you are really concerned about hurricanes, you've never dealt with one before, we definitely recommend just leaving early, just for the peace of mind of yourself, because what we see happen is you leave 48 hours before it's going to hit, and then you end up in traffic and it's jammed up and it's not a good experience. So I can't emphasize that enough. I know I'm sounding like I'm being a little dramatic. I just speak from experience through all the clients and family and friends and people over the years that have shared those experiences with me. And I just would like you to avoid that if all possible. Now, because of these storms, they have caused obviously damage, which is increase the property insurance in Florida as well. So make sure that you are using a local professional. They're gonna help guide you through the insurance process. They're gonna help you find homes that are gonna be more hurricane prepared or hurricane ready than other homes. They'll help you make sure that you navigate getting flood insurance, that you get an elevation certificate for your home to see how high or low you sit when your home is required flood insurance from the lender. So a lot of different steps and moving parts through here when purchasing a home. So again, make sure you're just using a local professional. If you'd like our help or consultation anyway, please reach out to us. Our email is in the description below, or you can call or text, either way. But overall though, weather's great here. I would highly recommend it. We do have AC, so just find yourself stuck in the AC from August to September. You'll be all right, and then you'll be on to beautiful weather afterwards. So you made it this far and you're still unsure if New Smyrna Beach is for you or not for you. I'll just break it down into some simple categories of, if you fall into this category, New Smyrna Beach is not for you. Now, if you find that it's not for you and you still want to move to Florida, but you're unsure what beach town you should move to, click up here. We did do a video on the best 8 beach towns or beach cities to move to in Florida. So we still got you covered, but for the sake of New Smyrna Beach, don't move here if you are looking for a fast-paced lifestyle, if you've got a strong sense of urgency and you need to like go, and you expect people to be doing the same thing. It's not gonna happen here. If you're looking for super high-end amenities, not your spot. If you are looking to have a super sexy, sleek nightclub experience, nightlife, that sort of thing, New Smyrna is not for you. Don't forget, we do have it, but it's not like a Miami, Tampa sort of vibe at all. It's old school beach vibes. So if you are looking for that nightlife experience, find somewhere else to go. If you are in the tech industry coming here to start your software empire, New Smyrna Beach is not for you. So really, to sum all that up, all you need to really consider is if you're just looking to simplify your life, downshift a little bit, and just kind of soak in what life has to offer, enjoy the Florida weather, soak up the sunshine, not shovel snow, not deal with crazy traffic, not deal with as many people with bad attitudes, and like, the New Smyrna will be great for you. So really take those things into consideration. I know I kind of simplified them and maybe oversimplified them, but that's what New Smyrna really is. We've got a great mix of people here. No pretentiousness really going on at all. Very happy town, very easy town to be in. People are easy to get along with. So if that's what you're looking for and that's what you want your life to be, New Smyrna definitely should be a consideration for you. So again, if you're not sure which beach town you should be moving to, we did the top beach town cities to move to in Florida. Outside of that, questions, comments, concerns, you need help moving to Florida in general, you're already here, you already live in New Smyrna Beach, Edgewater, Volusia County, and you're just looking to move across town, email us below, call, text, whatever it is. It goes straight to us. We don't outsource it at all. We're here to help however we can, even if it's just a question. We appreciate you guys and look forward to seeing you in next week's video.